Welcome back to Bobb-z Callahan's Word of Advice. And today's topic is about something I can relate to and something I like to relate to because it's relating to writing. And if you are a writer or if you do like writing, then most likely in your life, if you continue to write all your life, there's probably going to be a time that you will experience writer's block. I've experienced writer's block, and so have millions of others. And I won't be able to remember every last little piece of advice I can recommend to try to conquer writer's block, but I do have a few. And this is thanks to my teacher I had senior year named Mr. Becker. His class taught me a lot about conquering writer's block. The first thing I can recommend for conquering writer's block is thinking of just a lot of random words, like, I don't know, like think of some words that you like to hear, some words you don't like to hear, or I don't know, like think of any types of words that, I don't know, like you might like to hear, don't like to hear, or words that intrigue you, and you can jot them all down in the list, and then you look at these words and try to put them together into a piece of writing, and it can be a song or a poem, or I don't know, it can be anything. Another way you can try to conquer writer's block is try to observe everything around you. Like in my room right now I can see a picture, I can see my computer, I can see the TV, I can see some lamps, and you just try to observe your surroundings, and it's like you think about, what can I write about, and you try to think like, could you write about this or that? And you can write about whatever you want. I could write a song about, a picture or a lamp or a computer or a TV, and sure, some of those writings might be dorkier than others, but observe your surroundings. Writing likes to hide. And, if you just try to observe everything around you, try to take the littlest of things, then there's probably a lot more inspiration around you to create a piece of writing than you might think. And the last thing I can recommend for conquering writer's block is something I would like to call writing a stupid poem. And this is an idea that I've always had. And by stupid poem, I mean just jot down a lot of random lines, and they can make sense or they might not make sense. Generally, a stupid poem might not make sense, but you just keep writing down a lot of random lines about whatever, and then maybe, if you keep this flow of writing a bunch of lines to a stupid poem, there might be one line or a word or even a few lines or a few words that might inspire you to write something totally awesome. And a few times this has actually worked for me. It might start off totally dumb, but it could be the beginning of something totally magnificent. I would believe that. Also, another thing I remembered about observing your surroundings is observing what you hear. There was a time when my Rejoice band leader was talking. It was a snowy morning in December of 2010, and he was talking about how, the snow was turning from this condition to this condition, and I don't want to give the song title away, but, you know, he said a few words that I thought could really be a cool song title and a cool song. And at lunch that day, because I remembered what he said about the snow outside, I wrote a song about snow. And right now it's the only song that I've ever recorded and is on CD. So, that's another example of observing and remembering what you hear. Because sometimes, whatever you hear could be your next song title or your next poem title. Writing likes to hide. But if you can try to remember where it hides, then you can create a lot of pieces of writing. And if you're experiencing writer's block, I would say if you know where writing hides, you can probably conquer writer's block, remembering a few of these tips and any other tips that are out there that are recommended for conquering writer's block. If you do want to be a writer and take writing seriously in your life. Well, this is all the advice that I have for this topic. Hope this advice helps. Come back for another Word of Advice video.